Hello, this is DM Rob G, and welcome to DM Rob G Reviews. Now, this is the second time I've recorded this. This time, I've got the sun in my eye, so that's fun. But today, DM Rob G gets to review the Boondocks Season 1, Episode 2, The Story of R.Kelly. I'm sorry, The Trial of R.Kelly. Season 1, Episode 2, The Trial of R.Kelly. Now, fun fact, I'm actually old enough to where I was around when the accusations against R.Kelly were actually made, but I did not have any friends in the R&B scene at the time. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that, lippy little thing. Yes, I am that old. But what I would like to figure out is how the African American community looked at that, which I know this is not a real good example of that, but I would like to see what Aaron McGruder has to say about the African American. So, if the Riley father is at a wedding, does he have to grant a favor? On the other hand, on one hand, he's 10. On the other, he's the Riley father.
Here's something black people have known for a couple of 100 years. Niggas are crazy. Now, black people don't like to talk about crazy niggas in public because white people may be listening.
It's true, we are very nosy.
Here's something black people have known for a couple of 100 years. Niggas are crazy. Now, black people don't like to talk about crazy niggas in public because white people may be listening. But I'm afraid the secret might be out.
Former singer Whitney Houston appeared in court alongside husband Bobby Brown, who's facing battery charges for allegedly beating his once respectable wife. How's it not?
See, here's what I don't like. Well, kind of like. With the Boondocks. Whitney Houston did have a very severe drug problem, and the way she was absolutely trashed in the media was absolutely ghastly. But at the same time, look here. She's actually wearing a suit with an actual respectable hairstyle. Usually, when like Family Guy or South Park go to make fun of her. See, here's what I like about the Boondocks. It's making fun of black culture to some extent. But at the same time, look at what Whitney's wearing. Her clothing right here, her clothing is actually very respectable. She looks like she could attend court in that clothing versus something like, say, South Park or Family Guy that would have her wearing basically nothing. She would be strung out. She would be in a much worse hairstyle, which on that note, her hairstyle is actually something she wore. One of the pictures I saw, she had that exact hairstyle. They took real life pictures and put it in when necessary. They aren't showing the strung out Whitney that seems to be made fun of every time.
We have this TV show and it appeared in court alongside husband Bobby Brown, who's facing battery charges for allegedly beating his once respectable wife. How's it not?
And I hate that first.
See, we have this TV show and it's our TV show, and I was trying to get a little bit more time on it. It's my show, bitch.
See, they're making light of the abuse, and I don't like that. And I hate Riley for that. I basically have the same look as Granddad right here.
Let's see what's on BET. Oh, lordy lord. Take it to the right. Take it.
Granddad knows what he likes. But watching with the children there? Dude, have some class!
The imagination? That's just showing too much booty.
And on our talking points this evening, it seems like the hip-hop community is trading in their gold chains for gold showers. Hip-hop singer R.Kelly is on trial again this week for sharing some of his liquid bling with yet another underage girl. Some advice for Mr. Kelly: next time, use a golden shower curtain and keep your golden showers to yourself.
What's wrong with a man giving away a golden shower? Sounds like a nice gift to me. What? Shoot, I wish somebody gave me a golden shower.
See, when your cousin, son, daughter, nephew, whatever, when they start laughing like that, you keep quiet and let them talk. The fact that he's going on, he's digging himself a bigger hole, and that's freaking hilarious.
I like gold too. I like showers.
He's so out of touch.
Hey, that sounds like the life.
If you're good, Santa Claus might give you a golden shower for Christmas.
Christmas? My man Santa.
Oh, God.
first day of his latest, highly anticipated trial for child pornography and lewd acts with a local minor.
Granddad, can you take us into the city tomorrow to watch the R.Kelly trial?
Hell no. But you can walk.
It's 40 miles.
40
The
miles.
money I spent on them damn Nikes, you better just do it.
I love the pun. I love the fact that it's 40 miles. And Riley should just take a bus.
Attorney Thomas.
No. But you can walk.
It's 40 miles.
All the money I spent on them damn Nikes, you better just do it.
Assistant District Attorney Thomas DuBois is leading the prosecution of Kelly and has a mountain of evidence against the famous R&B performer, including
He is so straight edge, it's hilarious.
Kelly urinating on a 14-year-old girl, which is widely available for download at www.freetopee.com.
I'm gonna go, check my email.
Riley?
Yeah.
No.
Get
Seriously.
your little short ass back here.
Granddad knows what's up.
Hey, boys. Hey there, Huey. Riley. I couldn't help but notice your sign, and I hope you boys aren't too upset about me having to prosecute Mr. Kelly.
Hey, man, you do what you gotta do. Why R.Kelly, huh? What did R.Kelly do to you?
See, one, why is the prosecutor engaging the protesters? Two, all he has to do is sit down and explain the concept of consent and age of consent. Three, failing those two, he has to just shut up. He can do those first two in public at a press conference where he can control the flow of conversation.
Leaving himself on an underage girl on tape, having to prosecute Mr. Kelly.
Hey, man, you do what you gotta do. Why R.Kelly, huh? What did R.Kelly do to you?
He's accused of relieving himself on an underage girl on tape, which is against the law.
Okay.
Explain why.
But let's examine this whole peeing thing. So I can pee in the toilet and it's okay. But if I pee on a person, it's like not okay.
Explain age of consent.
Yeah.
Well, what if I'm peeing and Huey's in the bathroom and I accidentally pee on Huey? Should I go to jail?
Explain
what
the difference.
What will I be doing in the bathroom while you're in the bathroom?
Because there's a big difference right here. As with one, it's a sexual act. Two, it's not sexual. Like with what Riley did, that's not sexual. The prosecutor can explain this. He's golden right now. He's good. He'll have a good trial.
When we used to sleep in the same bed when we was littler, from time to time I'd have a little accident. You still do? Shut up. So, Mr. DuBois, Mr. I wanna lock niggas up for peeing. What's the statute of limitations on bedwetting? Why not prosecute me and R. Kelly at the same time, huh?
Now, Riley, no one's going to prosecute you for bedwetting.
Explain why.
And you shouldn't. It's a natural bodily function. And now every nigga in the world gonna be scared to pee. I may never pee again.
You're
a little girl.
Oh, I seen that girl. She ain't little. I'm little.
Yes.
Gary Coleman's little.
Yes.
Mini-Me is little.
There's a difference.
To the best of my knowledge, we all managed to avoid getting peed on so far.
But what about the victim?
See, this animation right here, this animation's really off. It's like they animated him just speaking normally, then added the voice in later. Also, you suck as a prosecutor. Dear God, man. There are cases you should be able to win this case easily if you just explain those simple concepts.
A victim. At what point does personal responsibility become a factor in this equation?
I don't think that's...
I see piss coming, I move. She saw piss coming, she stayed.
Yeah, she did,
And why should I have to miss out on the next R. Kelly album just for that?
Which goes along with the thought of what celebrities are in our society. In addition, prosecutor sucks. Jeez, wow! He got beat by a 10-year-old.
Man, you just got beat by an 8-year-old. And if R.Kelly
8-year-old.
goes to jail, I'll piss on your cat.
Also, you deserve that because you suck. Jeez, man. Holy crap.
I tell you, it sure is beautiful out here. White folks sure know how to make some nice foliage.
Oh, come on, Ruckus. You can't give the white man credit for the trees.
Where them two little nappy-headed grandkids of yours?
They went into the city to watch the trial of that singer.
Oh, right. That black sumbitch that's supposed to have had urinal relations with...
Urinal relations, I love that.
Didn't Jerry Lee Lewis marry a 14-year-old baby?
Yes, he did, actually.
You can't compare a chocolate monkey like R.Kelly to Jerry Lee Lewis.
I know Ruckus is supposed to be offensive, but he is talking like in a way that a lot of racists do, and we need to accept how freaking wrong that is.
Jerry Lee Lewis is the king of rock and roll. Great ball of fire. Besides, that situation was different.
And if you think about it, look at the way Riley was wanting the next R. Kelly album versus the way Ruckus right here is now talking about Jerry Lewis needing to be free because he's the king of rock and roll. Kind of compare those two in your head, and you see the problem with our society. I love the look on Robert Freeman's face right here. But if you think about it, if you compare like with what Riley said and what Ruckus is saying about R. Kelly right now, they actually have a bit in common. That's scary to think about, isn't it?
That situation was different. That was family.
We're here at the R. Kelly trial, where there are a handful of angry protesters making their voices heard. These are scholars, activists, pillars of the African-American community, and they are
3
outraged.
people.
And we're just going to head over here to the R. Kelly supporters, where it's quite the festive event. And you are...
Do they have
Come
volleyball?
out here to support R. Kelly.
I'll say good.
And what about those protesters over there who say he's crossed the line?
Man, fuck them literate ass uppity niggas. All they talk about is reading and eating right. Nobody want to hear all that shit.
There is a statement being made here, and I'm not sure what it is. Or at least I feel there's one trying to be made, but I just can't grasp it with my small human brain.
All they talk about is reading and eating right. Nobody want to hear all that shit. If I want to get high blood pressure, then nigga, get the carrot away from me. If I want to get high blood pressure, then damn it, that's my business.
That's
Let's
wrong.
talk to another R. Kelly supporter. You there, urban youth. Why do you think
Urban
R. Kelly is
youth.
innocent? Why do you think R. Kelly is innocent?
If I started peeing on you right now, would you A, smile and ask for more, or B, move the hell out the way? But before you answer that, let me ask America. Has pee ever really hurt anybody?
Yes, it has
I wanna
actually.
Give a big shout out to my homie DuBois. What's up?
Actually, yes, it has, because urine is actually a vector for numerous diseases. People think it's sterile, but that was actually because the test itself was flawed. Also, I like the look Riley's making right here. But that's because that test was flawed. It was done using a petri dish, but the germs and diseases, germs, viruses, and other diseases present in urine don't grow in a petri dish. You would actually have to use a different test for that. And since that test wasn't done, people think it's sterile. You can actually give really bad infections with urine. So yes, it has hurt people, which is why the age of consent is important. And which is why the prosecutor sucks.
Get off me! Get off me, Huey!
The fact that happened on camera is hilarious.
Hey, yo! Look, those R. Kelly haters are pressing that little boy.
Free R. Kelly!
Oh God, it's like a cape. Look at it.
Free R. Kelly!
It's like a cape, and it's gorgeous. I love that. They rush in. I love these action scenes, dude.
I knew it would be just a matter of time before violence broke out.
Who does being mad every time? Oh, the humanity! Throw him into the fountain. Has a music. You can hear the music outside the van.
Mr. Kelly!
Or the limo.
This is truly an example of black people sticking together. In the words of Sister Soldier, an injustice anywhere is an injustice. Anywhere. Amen.
He butchered that line. Let me hear that again. Yeah, he butchered that, and that wasn't Sister Soldier. That was Sister Soldier quoting Dr. King. Wow! I know it's not that deep, but...
Lord, I just wish they would have let me on that jury, boy. Thank God for the white man's code of law. It's the only way to keep these crazy niggas under control. Well, that and pepper spray. You know, I sat on the jury one time.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was in 1957, back in Tennessee. Now, the defendant was accused of shooting 3 little white women with a Winchester rifle from about 50 yards away. See, now, he thought he was gonna get off with that old I'm blind excuse. But, oh, boy, he had enough.
By the way Uncle Ruckus is dressed is absolutely fantastic. Like, chef's kiss. Great. And the rest of the jury? Yeah, pretty much. Like, when you get down to it, shit like this has happened in history. You know, that's a scary thought.
The jury will now go off and deliberate on... Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
Jeez!
Sir, settle down.
Confederate flag.
I don't need to deliberate. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
Yeah!
King, man.
Lady Liberty is on our side. Justice will prevail.
Not with
the
you.
The judge and jury will do the right thing. I'm telling you, Huey, it's an open and shut case.
Mr. DuBois, are you fully aware of the extent to which niggas love R.Kelly?
Whenever there's a big trial, you fight 2 courts. One is the court he's about to enter. 2 is the court of public opinion. Now, a lot of courts have failed the second one. O.J. Simpson failed, and actually the O.J. Simpson trial failed both. The Kyle Rittenhouse failed 1, and the court of public opinion was actually correct in Little Monster. Now, those are the 2 off the top of my head, but those two cases, look at how the public and the jury treated them differently. As you have the law and you have what people are going to think the law is. What DuBois here is about to do is clearly about to step on a landmine that he has no idea is, isn't he?
It's under control. Watch me work.
Oh, God. You fail and you deserve failure.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, not only will we prove it is Mr. Kelly in the video, we will prove that the victim was 14 at the time the video was shot.
Thank you,
Both
Mr.
important.
DuBois.
Go ahead.
And now we'll have the opening statement for the defense.
The ancient Greeks, the architects of Western
Wait.
civilization.
Oh, God, he's defended by Batman. Run, DuBois! Save yourself! It's the only way!
Indulgent sexual activities with children.
Which has
Were
no
they
bearing in this case.
Perverts? In
Yes,
Puritan
they
America,
were.
The forefathers of this great land would take wives who were 12 or 13 years old, much younger. than
And
the
they were
original.
monsters.
Were they sickos? In
Yes!
Tokyo, you could buy teenage girls' panties in vending machines. Do we call them disgusting?
Yes!
Of course not. What do all those things have to do with Robert Kelly? Nothing. Let's get to the point.
Exactly.
Now, some people see this
Which is why DuBois should have objected to this opening right away.
Let's get to the point. Now, some people see this so-called mountain of evidence, these videotapes, photographs, eyewitnesses, and DNA.
Wait, look at that bear. Look in that bear's face. Oh, but yeah, if DuBois had any sense whatsoever, he'd be going away for a long time. See, because what the Adam West lawyer is doing what a lot of people do to get their clients out in a court of public opinion. Going after other cultures, going after the founding fathers, and then trying to link it to their client. And then for a good measure, add some celebrities as well as some other examples into it. And this way you can try to sway the court of public opinion in your favor. But the problem is, DuBois is such a freaking moron. Oh my god, it hurts. It physically hurts. Go ahead.
Mountain of evidence, these videotapes, photographs, eyewitnesses, and DNA, and see a guilty man. But some of us can see that mountain of so-called evidence for what it really is.
Oh, and lying.
Racism.
Oh, he said it right.
He should not have kept silent.
Which one was the one that got caught with that homely little white gal?
Kobe.
Right. Now I know exactly what happened to Kobe. Kobe caught that white fever. White fever get in your blood, man, it'll make you crazy. And you know they got them short little skates nowadays, and that, what they call them, the tongues?
Thumbs.
Oh
yeah,
my
right.
God.
They got the thongs all up the booty crack, and they got that sweet white nectar. Oh, Lord have mercy. And after that, it's over. You wake up and you don't even know what you done.
Oh my god, he's sweating.
Around your ankles and a deep sense of satisfaction. Give me a minute, Robert.
You need to take 5.
Yeah, take all the time you need, Ruckus. Oh, just take all the time you need.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you the R.Kelly tape. I warn you, it is graphic.
Yeah.
Probably has popcorn.
Objection, we can't even see his face clearly. That proves nothing.
Hello. Yes, this is Robert Kelly. Yes, the singer. You want my social security number? Sure. It's 916-334-7865. Okay. God bless.
Well,
You see, in a real trial that would not have happened, but I'm sorry, that was great. That was freaking awesome.
I know this might be hard to talk about.
No, it's cool.
How old were you when you...
I love the little line, the little blur on the face.
14 and a quarter.
Wow. That's a great age, isn't it? Still learning so much about the world.
Whatever, I guess.
Could you describe the events leading up to the shooting of the video?
Yeah, he asked if he could pee on me, and I said for sure. I mean, it's R.Kelly, the Pied Piper of R&B. I've been peed on by guys who don't even have record deals. Shit, if I didn't want to get peed on, I'd just move out the way. Ha, I told you.
Riley. See, here's... Hang on, let's see what he does.
By guys who don't even have record deals. Shit, if I didn't want to get peed on, I'd just move out the way. Ha, I told you.
order. Would you describe yourself as an African-American woman?
Nigga, you blind?
No, I'm not. So it's safe to say that R.Kelly is sexually attracted to black women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Objection, relevance.
Your Honor, I'm trying to establish to the court that my client is a proud black man who loves his black sisters, unlike District Attorney DuBois.
Wow, the racism.
Who's married to a white woman.
All right. Give me a minute. Okay, so here's what I got so far. The counsel for the defense clearly knows they've lost, so they're going for the court of public opinion right now. With what he's doing is called jury nullification, with the jury being nullified, believing that even though Robert Kelly might be guilty, they can still set him free. Robert Kelly is probably going to go free. The truth is, who he married has nothing to do with the case. What does have to do with the case is DuBois never really talking about how the girl was 14. He emphasized it, but the problem is, if you're ever in a position where you have to, say, work for a living at 14, which is something many African Americans and minorities have to do because of a complete lack of societal support, this creates a false sense of maturity. Like, that 14-year-old girl, I don't think, could give any of the information I had earlier about consent, about the diseases she could get, of the infections she could get, about the difference between sexual gratification and non-sexual gratification. Overall, I'm loving this episode so far. It's great satire. He turns violent. Object.
Now, I've listened to your black ass talk all day about how much you can't stand black folks.
Ain't two of them in the history of the world that's worth a scroll for.
Oh, how much you love white folks.
Best thing the good Lord ever did for the planet Earth.
Ruckus, you black as ace of spades, man.
I don't see the need for you to go and insult the man after a game of checkers. We've been reminiscing all day, looking in each other's eyes, acting like we like each other. Now you gotta go ahead and remind me of my ailment.
My ailment.
That's right. You heard of vitiligo? Shoot. Well, I got re-vitiligo.
Re-vitiligo.
My skin just seemed to get blacker and darker and blacker and then more darker. It's the opposite of what Michael Jackson got. Lucky bastard.
Ruckus, how could you possibly love white people so much?
It's easy. Have you ever looked at them? White man just a joy to be around. They smell like lemon juice and pledge furniture cleaner. And look at them. They gave us discipline, jobs, put structure in our lives.
Wow!
What we do to
Dear God!
We march up and down the street. We vote.
That's for civil rights!
Ingrate.
Well, how about this? Game.
You march for civil rights, you freaking...
I'm going to show you something they don't...
I don't know why that's funny.
Something
I don't know
that will
why.
blow this case wide open. This is R.Kelly's NAACP Image Award Certificate of Nomination.
This is how...
You got his card? He's good.
He's good.
Did you wash your hands?
Did you wash your
I cannot
hands?
just anyone for this award.
I got one.
You know why he wants to put R. Kelly in jail? Because he's afraid of R. Kelly. Objection.
Would you be quiet?
This is how the court of public opinion is fought. It's dirty. You don't even realize it's happening. And it works.
Right. I think the whole system is afraid of R. Kelly.
Your Honor, please. If you don't shut up.
They're afraid because they see the power for good that this man wields through his music. Yes, they do. They don't want R. Kelly to be free because they don't want you to be free. They don't want me to be free. Maybe R. Kelly did
Sing that as a white man.
on this woman, but America urinated on R. Kelly.
And public opinion has won.
And if you let them put this man in jail, America will urinate on each and every one of you. Salaam alaikum.
I'll do it.
You saw
saw the tape. The girl testified she was underage. You're not allowed to do that.
Explain why.
We have a videotape.
This is why you suck. That to your wife.
But the girl.
He's off the jury. It's done.
Rests.
It's done. It's
Ladies and gentlemen
gone.
of the jury, all that needs to be said is this.
The animation. Wow. That was so cheap. I love dance he's doing. The judge is thrusting. Do it, Huey.
Hey.
What the hell is wrong with you people? Every famous nigga that gets arrested.
Thank you.
Nelson Mandela? Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. We all know the nigga can sing. But what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get some counseling for R. Kelly. Introduce him to some older women. Hide his camcorder. But don't pretend like the man is a hero. And stop the damn dancing. Act like you got some goddamn sense, people. Damn. Don't playing around here.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Oh, bite me.
You with the afro?
It's Riley.
Beat it. Put the music back on.
It's Riley.
I did battle with ignorance today, and ignorance won. I admit that I'm often vexed at the behavior of my own people. Yeah, vexed is a good word.
I told you about messing with them white women.
Oh, that's adorable.
You do what you
I
can,
love
black folks.
the animation she
It
has.
makes you wonder why
I love
you
that
even
pose.
bother. But they're our people, and we gotta love them regardless.
Hey, F2.
One thing for sure, though, can't blame this one on the white man. What am I saying?
Yes, you can. Oh, alright, you got it. I like that one. I like that one. You know, what I really like is how the Boondocks itself parodies reality while trying to teach it. Like, as I broke down here, the difference between the trial the jury got and the trial the public got. I liked what it said about how R. Kelly needed help, and if people liked R. Kelly, they would get him the help. And I also like how they did a little switcheroo with Uncle Ruckus showing basically what racist white America thinks of African Americans and of itself, while at the same time going into court and having DuBois be the prosecutor and having Adam West be the trial defendant, flipping the roles again between what he was trying to say about how the black community was treating R. Kelly. But let me know what you think of the episode below. Now, if you like the comment, leave a like. I do have a Patreon. Now, as for this episode, I don't think I have enough to put the full reaction up. If enough people ask for it, I will. But at the same time, it's probably not worth it. I mean, and I'm thinking about branching out into movies. If you have a movie you'd like to hear, to watch me react to, go ahead and leave that in the comment down below. But or hit me up on Twitter at DMRobG. I also game on Twitch. Schedule is in my Twitch profile down below. And for now, everyone, please have fun and enjoy. For now, have fun.